Hi, Professor. I'll introduce to you about urban alienation and gender inequality. Urban alienation means feelings of isolation and detachment experienced by individuals like urban settings stemming from social, economic, or racial inequality. It also means symptom that individual doesn't correspond to each other and has distance in urban. Thus, it means situation that humans become inhuman state by losing their own essence, human subjectivity, and autonomy. Urban alienation occurs because of marginalization, with word lack of community cohesion, social and spatial segregation. It also occurs due to alienation by working and consuming, and human alienation in contrast to material prosperity, physical and spatial decline, such as hollowing out, decline, and aging housing due to urban expansion, are also causes of urban alienation. And the capitalist system, which causes urban people to lose their autonomy as masters of their own lives and creates anxiety about future, is also a cause of urban alienation. Urban environmental problems such as air pollution, water pollution, and loss of green space also contribute to urban alienation. Next, changes in industrial structure and suburbanization, plus discrimination and conflict against certain classes or racial groups also cause urban marginalization. Gender inequality means inequality caused by gender. It also means an act of discrimination by one gender against the other without considering women or men equally. This inequality can be caused by gender discrimination or sexism. While it remains especially prevalent in South Korea's economy and politics, gender inequality has decreased in healthcare and education. The Gender Inequality Index measures gender inequality through 5 indicators, including maternal mortality rate and the proportion of female members of parliament in 3 sectors: reproductive health, women's empowerment, and labor market. Looking at Korea's GII by indicator, the maternal mortality rate is 14, the adolescent birth rate is 5.5, the proportion of female members of parliament is 13.7%, the proportion of women with secondary education or higher among the population is 25, while older is 79.4%, and the female economic activity participation rate is 54.5% for men. There are many ways to solve or decrease gender inequality. We must strengthen education on gender equality to eliminate gender stereotypes and prejudices and foster an attitude of respect for all regardless of gender. And we must create a culture and system of gender equality throughout society and eliminate gender discrimination. We should try not to divide roles, jobs, or housework based on gender, and we should strive to ensure that men and women can participate equally in both the home and society. Furthermore, we need to put in place policies to increase women's employment rates and prevent career gaps for women. Additionally, it is necessary to expand women's political participation and promote policies to improve women's social status. Representative example of gender inequality is glass ceiling. Glass ceiling means existing barrier about women's promotion. In other words, the glass ceiling means that people with sufficient ability cannot assume high-ranking position in the workplace due to reasons such as gender discrimination or racial discrimination. Also, there is a gender imbalance in senior positions, with women tending to be underrepresented. Speaking one more example of gender inequality is gender pay gap in workplace. Additionally, industrial separation is also an example of gender inequality. I feel pity and regrettable that urban alienation is increasing, and I hope urban alienation reduces in future by striving to fulfill many good solutions, including I surveyed in this video. And I feel surprised and interesting that while gender inequality remains especially prevalent in South Korea's economy and politics, it has decreased in healthcare and education. And it's good to me that I know about glass ceiling in detail. Plus, I hope glass ceiling disappear in the future and women receive equal treatment in all fields compared to men. Thanks for listening my presentation.